Hey guys, back at it. This is day 199 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge was prompted after I completed a 100-day challenge, and that challenge was prompted through a meditation devotional session. If you want more information on those first 100 days and why I did what I did and how everything progressed, please pop back and listen in. If not, let's get into day 199. So today is a Friday and it is a school day. We have a lot of stuff coming up this weekend and I have the kids. So on Fridays, I typically get the kids both up in the morning to get out to school. My daughter goes to school first, and then my son and I typically go to Whole Foods for our date, which we started about 3 years ago when I started going through a separation divorce. And it's just been our routine ever since. So we still keep up with it. And on Friday, I'll take him in the morning and we'll do our Whole Foods date. So dropped off my daughter, super cold outside, frost on the car. So definitely preheating everything. Making sure I am somewhat put together enough to go into the store. Some days I'm more put together than others, but other days I really don't care. As long as I look decent enough and I don't have makeup all over my face, it's really fine. So get my daughter to school, then take my son to Whole Foods. We went and we looked around for all of his little snacks and things and lunch items to bring. We just meandered a little bit today, kind of walking and talking about what he might like and in the future, what things he might want to pack for lunches, because we've had this discussion before. After we finished selecting all of our items, we went to the checkout and did our checkout routine, which was we always pick the end self-checkout and, he scans all the things and I put them in the bag. Then I pay for it while he takes the basket back. And after the receipt comes out, there used to be a little trash can that was in the corner, but they moved it. So we've been using just a bag, opening up a new bag, and then he'll take the receipt, ball it up, stand as far as he can back, and then do a free throw, shoots the receipt to make it in. So that is our normal routine, and he did that and made it in the second try, which was really cool. So after that, I usually just pack up, carry all the stuff out to the car and then put the snacks and things in his backpack for school. If he's gotten anything to eat for breakfast, pull that out so then he can have that while we're driving to school. And then we got to school and we did a little bit of chats, just because I was taking his Nintendo to the repair shop. Something's wrong with the controllers not connecting, and so I made a claim under my home warranty for it. So we had to make sure all of his data and stuff was backed up just so that he didn't lose everything. And I dropped him off at school. And then I went home to do my normal routine. The kettlebell, the vibration plate, the sauna, got myself showered and dressed. And I was really in a very amazing, uplifted, fabulous, kill it kind of mode. And I, was just vibing to my music, enjoying the drive after I got myself together. Went first to drop off the Nintendo, and the guy was looking at it and he was like making sure everything was backed up and telling me that he didn't think it needed to be replaced with a new system, but that it would take a couple of days to fix it. And so that's dropped off. I went to my friend's shop in downtown Apex to show her the tea that my grandmother has repackaged and see if she wanted to purchase it wholesale. And unfortunately, she was not interested in the price point. But we ended up sitting there talking for a little bit, and that was great. Had a lovely connection. Went to Kohl's to return some clothes, which I'm never over at Kohl's. So I did the returns and then immediately looked around for purchases. And did that. Got my daughter some cute things, got myself some cute things. And then went to Costco and did my Costco shopping again, just kind of meandering, going through. It seems like a lot of people are driving crazy out there, so I've just been a little more cautious on the road. Got myself a beautiful front spot at Costco, which was lovely. Had a lovely shop around the store and brought everything home, unloaded it, got it, set aside in there. But really, all of my errands were taken care of. All of them were done. I felt like really accomplished, and it was only like 12:30. So I got it all done within a really amazing time frame. So for the rest of the day, I was just, taking care of more things in the house, looking online for cars again, checking the dating app, like different things were going on throughout the day. I have been talking to two gentlemen. One is the Florida boy who's here in North Carolina, who I still haven't met up with yet. One is the Indian Canadian, who we've already had one date and planning a second one already. Is really, really sweet and a lot of fun to talk to. I also just connected with somebody else who's local. And as we were communicating and talking, it was like our kids' custody schedules were like way off. So the challenge was like trying to find a time that we would be able to get together to actually see like in person if we vibe. So it was kind of, not taking up a lot of my time, but I'm still being, very open and cautious and just not overly anxious attachment with all of this. I'm continuing to recognize certain points in the day or certain points when I do get that anxious attachment and I'm reaching for social media, or I'm reaching for texting, or I'm reaching for that kind of like validation. And so when I do recognize that, I do take a moment, acknowledge the progress I've made so far, acknowledge what I was going to do, and then validate myself in the way that I was looking for it through others. So it's been a new thing on my radar to do, and obviously I'm not going to get it right every time in the beginning, but it's something that I'm starting to do. So I was really proud of myself, and I really felt amazing and accomplished, and my daughter got home from the bus, so I picked her up, and then it's Friday, so she's chill, and the kids love it every time I go to Costco, because they're like, ooh, what'd you get? And it's like a treasure hunt. They look around at the different snacks and the things that I've purchased, so she was treasure hunting when she got home, looking at all the cool things. And then my son came home, and he was a little disappointed that the Nintendo was not fixed yet, and that it wouldn't be something quick. So we were having a little bit of attitude about that, and he was bummed out because he couldn't play games with his friends, and that's all that they were doing. So he was kind of left out of the little group because he didn't have any system to play with them. So just navigating that challenge, and like I said, he's 10 going on 11. I do not know anything about boys, and I'm still just I'm just doing the best I can every day and taking the new challenges as they come. So we'll continue to navigate this. But my daughter decided to go to bed super, super early, like 8:30-ish. And I just continued to watch Lost. And then my son and I wrapped it up around 11, which is not super late for us, but I think we were all tired and ready to go to bed. But it was a long day. It was a Friday. It was, for me, full of things. And on the back, like in between all of the actual things that I did, I was continuing to think about the car that I want, because I started to get into this doubtful mind of, why don't I just get the Tiguan, the one that I've been driving in? I like it enough. I like the drive. I like the panoramic roof. I mean, it's got all the newer features with, the USB ports everywhere and the leather and the heated seats and just different things. It has newer, cushier features. But I still don't like that it can't tow more than 1,000 pounds, and it has a jumpy transmission, which I already looked into, and that's a normal problem for those cars. So I don't really want to get into something that's going to not fulfill my desires for the future. So I did look up in Florida and here in North Carolina if there was any Venzas for rent on Turo or other platforms for rentals. And there aren't any here locally, but there are some in Florida. So what I'm thinking is that I already have the van scheduled for pickup, and that's what I'm going to be packing up with a bunch of stuff to bring down to Florida and drive down. But then I'm returning it. So I'm thinking of renting out the Venza when I get down there to Florida for a couple of days, maybe even a whole week, just to drive it around town and see how it is. That daily driving is much different than just like testing it for a couple of hours, in front of the dealership with the person who's from the dealership in the car with you. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest in just renting out the Venza for like a week down in Florida to see how it drives on the daily and just kind of make my decision. And I do have a few options for the Venza, and it just depends on what I feel more excited to go after. Because there's some that are on the lower end that, don't have the interior color that I want. But then I told my daughter, I was like, it's probably, I looked it up on Amazon, only around $200-ish to get leather seat covers for the car, which is not bad. I can get that if I really want it to be dark interior. As long as it has the features that I'm looking for. It's got the tow capacity. It's Toyota reliable. It's got decent miles. It's got the panoramic roof. I mean, all of the other things are nice, but for what I am looking for in the future is towing a camper and doing some adventure, and that's what I think the Venza is going to provide. So I just want to make sure I can drive it around a little bit and feel comfortable with the drive. But anyway, so that's kind of what I was doing throughout the day in between things. I love you guys so much, and I thank you for supporting me by listening, by subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all the things. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.